In an EIGRP hub and spoke design, what we see here is at the hub, we have a device that is communicating with our spokes. Now, as we communicate with these spokes, there's a couple of things that we want to heed here, a couple of things that we want to keep in mind. The spokes are going to communicate between each other via the hub device, right? So they're not going to have direct communication with one another. So what we want to do is from the hub device, we want to only advertise a default route from the hub down to the spokes. There's no other way that they can go. They don't need to have direct routing information for each spoke. As long as they can send their traffic up to the hub, which is their default route, then the hub router is going to have specific route information for each of the other spokes, and that's how we want to handle that. We also want to summarize the spoke networks towards the core. So because this hub device here talks to the spokes, which are branch routers usually, it's a great choke point. So we're going to call that a choke point in terms of our design. And at that choke point, we'll provide that summarization into the core. So the core would be sitting up there above that hub device. Now we also want to try to address our links out of the /31 address space. Now, what are we talking about here with a /31 address space? Well, it's actually pretty easy. So you can see right here, we're going to use the 10.100/31 address space. If we were to look up RFC 3021, it describes how to use those /31s. Easiest way to explain it. Before RFC 3021, we had the use of a /30 network. Now, a /30 network gives me 4 addresses. I have the 0 address, the all zeros address, the all ones address, and then I have the 2 usable addresses. So I always had 2 wasted addresses inside of a /30 subnet. So if this was 10.1.0.0, .0 would be wasted. I could put .1 here, .2 here, and then .3 would be another wasted address. So I've wasted 2 addresses there. By using a /31, it simply means that I can use the 0 and the 1 address space here, and I'm not wasting any address space. So we want to try to address the links out of that address space that comes from our spokes using a /31 address space. That's going to help us to conserve our address space. It's going to make it easy for us to summarize as well. And then alternatively, we could just filter the link subnets from being advertised. We don't necessarily have to advertise those link subnets there. So that's a look at EIGRP hub and spoke design.